Hello, Rebecca. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing okay.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
How are
So,
you?
I'm fine today. Thank you for asking. I'm really happy because it's Friday. Okay, what about you? Do you work tomorrow?
Uh, after, after, uh, before,
Ah, come on.
before I work, I was working on Saturday, but now I don't.
Okay, so that's pretty nice. So yes, I imagine you're happy today because tomorrow you will relax. Well, I hope you will relax.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
That is the plan.
that's the plan. Okay, so we hope anything changes. Okay. It's time. Thank you for coming on time. Let me see. I don't know what happened to your classmates, but they are not coming. They are not coming yet. So we are going to start at least the two of us. Okay. Thank you for being here today, Rebecca. I want to remind you that today is our practice day. So we will make a very short review about the topics that we studied this week. And after that, we will have a speaking practice, okay? If nobody comes, so you will be the only one that will share some sentences about holidays, okay? As you can see, our topics, the topics that we studied this week are relative and adverbial time clauses. Okay, the relative clauses, remember, are divided into topics, the defining relative clauses and the non-defining relative clauses. And the adverbial time clauses, remember that we practice three words: when, before, and after. And in the platform, on the platform, the activities that we have seen or that we have completed are related to holidays. So that's why today our class will be focused on holidays, okay? So right now, to start with our class, we are going to play a game, okay? Let's play a matching game in today's opportunity. Okay, before we start, let's see. Hello, Marilyn. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Okay, and you?
You are okay? I'm doing great today. Thank you for asking. So I'm so happy to start a new class with you, with you girls today. So let's see. Let's move right now. As I said to Rebecca, today we have to practice a matching game. Okay? I I told you guys that this unit number 1, the one that we finished today, is about holidays and some classes. So in this opportunity, we are going to match special events or holidays and the correct date, okay? The correct date for those celebrations, okay? So we will listen to and to, okay? So Rebecca, we will start with you. Tell me 2 holidays and the date, and then Marilyn, you tell me 2 and the date, okay? Rebecca, you can start with 2 celebrations. Go ahead.
Teacher's Day
Very
is
important. I'm sorry.
is I don't remember. Oh, is June 22.
Oh, 22nd.
Oh, yeah, 22nd. Okay.
Very good. Uh-huh.
And let me see. Children's Day is on October 1st.
Nice. Very good. some important dates in our, well, some important celebrations in our country, mostly Teachers' Day. Okay, everybody, and
Obviously.
you should give me a present, everybody, on that day. Let's see, Marilyn, we can continue with you today. Please tell me two celebrations and the dates.
Independence Day on September 15th, and Mother's Day is May 10th.
Okay, pretty good, May 10th. So that's nice. Well, you mentioned another important celebration, Mother's Day. Actually, we celebrated Mother's Day this week. So that's a very close activity, special event that we had. Okay, thank you, Madeline, for your answers. Now, let's see. Hello, Omar. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm good. Very, very good.
Nice. Okay, Omar. Well, as you can see today, we are making a matching game, or we are playing a matching game. You should tell me two holidays and their date. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Okay, so it's your time. Tell me the name of two holidays and the date of them.
Okay, Christmas Eve. It's in December 24th.
Uh-huh.
And I think so. The San Miguel Carnival is in November 2nd.
Okay, the is on November 2nd. Okay. So thank you, Omar. Now, Omar, please pick a girl, Rebecca or Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn.
Okay, Marilyn, it's your opportunity again. Okay, as you can see, we have 2, 4, 6 celebrations more, 6 more celebrations. So right now, tell me 2 more. Okay.
Okay, teacher. August festival is on August 30.
August 30 or August 3rd?
3rd.
And the next one?
And New Year's Eve in December 31.
Okay, very good. It's on December 31st, so pretty good, Marilyn. Now, Rebecca, it's your moment. Tell me 2 more festivities.
And Day of the Cross
Uh-huh.
is on May 3rd.
Okay, very good.
And Santa Ana festivities is on July 26th. I don't know.
Okay, so
26th.
is anybody of you from Santa Ana? No?
No.
I
Nobody?
don't.
Okay, Rebecca, no, Omar, no. Marilyn, what about you? Are you from Santa Ana?
No, teacher.
No, okay, so we are not
I'm
sure
not,
about.
but my grandma is from Santa Ana.
Oh, so that's why you know about it.
Yes,
Okay.
and because on that month it's my birthday.
Okay, well,
So
that's
when we are close to my birthday, I always heard about Christmas, about Santa Ana festivities.
okay. So that's a good way to remember that festivity, okay? So good job. Now let's see, the last two are well, Father's Day. So tell me, Omar, when is Father's Day?
Yeah, teacher, let me see. I think so. June 7, 7, no, 17, no. Well, June, in June
Yes, June 17th.
17.
And when is All Souls Day?
All Souls Day, the last week of November.
Okay. Actually, guys, All Souls Day is, well, is not very common for us. Mostly we say that this day is a dead, I'm not pretty sure. I think it's Dead Day, okay? Most of the people call it like this, okay? That day in Spanish, we say Dia de los Difuntos. So that's the celebration of All Souls Day, okay? Well, most of these are correct, everybody, but we can change the position of two events, of two holidays. So which festivities can we change? What do you think? Marilyn, Omar, and Rebecca, what
I
festivities?
think
Ah,
the San Miguel Carnival with the All Souls Day.
okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right, okay? I knew about Steel Carnival, everybody, because I have a friend whose birthday is on November 24th. And mostly on that date, they are celebrating their carnival. So they have, well, they have a big party, a big celebration the whole week. So that's why I remember about that, that it is on the last week, in the last week of November. So very good job, everybody. Let's check together all the answers because they are correct. That's for you, everybody. That's for you. That's for you. That's for
Teacher,
you.
I have a question.
Yes, Omar.
Yeah, this activities is in El Salvador, right? Or
Yes.
in the US? I think so.
No, in this case, this is based on El Salvador's celebrations, Salvadorian
Okay,
celebrations. Yeah,
okay.
because if you look for Independence Day, you know that in El Salvador we celebrate independence in November. In November, I'm sorry, in September.
Yeah, in
Okay,
September
but people in the U.S. celebrate Independence Day on July 4th.
4. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Also, well, I don't know if they celebrate Children's Day, but depending on the countries, the date of some festivities change because I don't remember. I guess in ooh, in August, in August, oh sorry, on August 8th, they in Chile on August 8th they celebrate Children's Day, and we celebrated on October 1st. So that's why I mentioned also Teacher's Day is in a different date. Also Mother's Day, some countries have a different date, and Father's Day, in some countries, they don't even take it into account. So that's why all these dates or all these celebrations are based on a Salvadorian culture, okay?
Okay,
Also,
teacher.
that's why we also have Santa Ana and San Miguel. Okay, everybody, thank you for your practice. As I mentioned, guys, we are practicing. Well, in this opportunity, guys, we are practicing this kind of celebrations or this vocabulary because this unit number one, is talking about celebrations. So thank you guys for your practice, for paying attention and participating. Now, everybody, let's start with our short review of the following topics. Everybody, remember that this week we talk about clauses. Number one, relative clauses. Number two, adverbial clauses. Okay, so let's make a quick review of these topics. The first one, relative clauses. Remember that there are two types of relative clauses. Rebecca, what are the types of relative clauses that we have?
Relative clauses.
Yeah, what are the two types?
Sorry, teacher, I wasn't in that class, but
Uh-huh.
I was studying on the platform, and I I read about, I don't remember the types, but some examples are uh, whose,
Okay.
something like that. But is for uh, ¿cuál es la palabra?
Okay, don't
Sustituir,
worry.
como sustituir,
To
eh,
substitute?
to substitute. Um, I don't remember if is adverbial. I don't remember.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, very good. Well, as you can see, give me a second. I will only leave this one. Okay, as you can see, everybody, okay, there are, there are relative pronouns. Okay, these are the relative pronouns. Okay, the most common, who's that, and which. Okay, relative pronouns. Okay, then let me see. We have two types of relative clauses. The two types of relative clauses are the ones that we have on the screen. The defining relative clauses and the non-defining relative clauses. Okay? So these are the two types that we can use to create sentences, but they have some differences. Okay? Right now, let's read together this information. Okay? Marilyn, help me reading the information about defining relative clauses. Okay? Go ahead.
Defining relative clauses. Essential information. No commas. Example, the man who brought the cloth to the party is my uncle.
Very good. Okay? Everybody, as you remember, when we use the defining relative clauses, we have to, give me a second. When we use the defining relative clauses, everybody, we have to mention essential information, something important, something that make the sentence with more sense, okay? Because if we eliminate, for example, if we eliminate this part of the sentence, give me a second, this part, and this part of the sentence, the man is my uncle. But I have another question, guys. Which man? What man? Who am I talking about? Maybe there are many. There are a lot of men. So I don't know who am I talking about. I don't know the specific one. That's why this information is important. The man who brought the clown to the party is my uncle. So you can identify people, in this case, you can identify people in an easier way. I'm sorry. Okay? So this is essential information, something that we need to understand better what people expressed. Okay? And remember, another important thing is we don't use commas. Okay? no commas, to mention or to express the defining relative clause. Okay, look at this example. We are not using commas in this example because this is essential information and it is part of the sentence. Okay, right now, everybody, let's focus on non-defining relative clauses. Remember that this is the second type of relative clauses. Please, Omar, help me reading this part.
Okay, teacher. Non-defining relative clauses. Extra information. The non-defining relative clause is always between commas. And example, Robert and Alice, who are cousins, go to the same class.
Very good. Thank you, Omar, for reading. Okay, look at this. Some important details that we have to remember at the moment of creating and practicing non-defining relative clauses. First of all, everybody, this is extra information. It's not essential. If you eliminate this information, the sentence still makes sense. Okay? If you eliminate the information, there is no problem. If you use the information, there is no problem because it's extra information. Okay? Also, this is something, guys, that you have to be really, really careful. Okay? The non-defining relative clause is always between commas. As you can see in the example, we are using commas. In a second. Yes. Over here and over here. So all the information that it's between the commas is the non-defining relative clause. Okay? Let's read the sentence, but first, everybody, eliminate the non-defining relative clause. Okay? Eliminate this part. Eliminate the commas and all of this. Okay? Robert and Alice go to the same class. Question for you, Rebecca. Does the sentence make sense? Do you understand the sentence or not?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. What about you, Marilyn? Do you understand the sentence? Or is difficult to understand?
No, it's easy to understand.
It's easy to understand. What about you, Omar? Is it easy or difficult to understand this sentence?
No, teacher, it's easy because and Robert and Alice go to the same class is redundant. I think I understand very clear.
Okay. Okay, pretty good. I'm so happy that you understand it like that because that's the main idea. Robert and Alice go to the same class. They are classmates and that's it. Okay? And if I eliminated this information, so there is no problem. But since I want to mention this information, I could say it. Robert and Alice, who are cousins, go to the same class. It's not essential. It's just extra information, but it's something that I wanted to say. It's something that I wanted to mention, okay? So that's the main difference between defining and non-defining relative clauses. If I use commas, no important information. If I eliminate this information or not, the sentence makes sense, okay? But in defining relative clauses, it's not possible to eliminate the information, okay? Because it's important, it's essential. Okay, everyone? Okay, so
Okay,
now
teacher.
everybody, thank you guys. So now let's move to our next part. Remember, relative clauses? Check, okay? The second topic, everybody, are the adverbials clauses, okay? Remember that, in this opportunity, we are studying the adverbial time clauses. There are many adverbial time words that we can use, okay? In this opportunity, we only study 3. We study when, we study before, and we studied after. Why do we study these 3 expressions, guys? Because they follow the same structure. And what is the structure that they follow? This one. What is the structure, Rebecca?
Is adverbial clause, a comma, and main clause.
Thank you. Okay, that's it, everybody. When, before, and after follow the same rule. First, the adverbial clause, in which we use when, before, or after. And after that, we use, after the comma, we use the main clause. So the next idea that makes the sentence with more sense. Okay? For example, you can divide the sentence, because this is one sentence. Okay? You can divide the sentence and it doesn't make sense in some cases. For example, if you only read when he comes what? Okay, it's not that clear. Okay, he will tell us the story. Okay, it makes sense, but we don't have a time expression. We don't have more information about the moment. Okay, the only information that we know is that he will tell us the story. When? We don't know. Okay, that's why we use this adverbial clause to mention the moment when something is going to happen. When he comes, he will tell us the story, okay? Remember, when we use the following order, adverbial clause first and then the main clause, we always have to use a comma in the middle, okay? So this is really, really important, guys, to remember, okay? When the first part of the sentence is the adverbial clause and the second part is the main clause, we need to use a comma between the 2 clauses, okay? Then everybody, we have another type of structure that we can use. Please, Marilyn, help me reading the structure and the example.
The main clause plus adverbial clause. When he comes, he will tell us the story. He will tell us the story when he comes.
Very good.
Main
Thank you,
clause.
Marilyn. Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, Marilyn.
Okay.
Okay, as you see, everybody, it's the same sentence. What is the only difference? Well, what are the 2 differences that we have?
The structure, and we don't have commas.
Very good. The first difference, as Omar mentioned, is the structure. We only change positions. The meaning of the sentence is the same. The words that we use in the sentences are the same. Okay, look at this. When he comes, when he comes. He will tell us the story. He will tell us the story. So we express the same idea. We use the same words. We didn't change anything in the words. Only the position of the clauses. Okay? That's the first difference. And the second one, as Omar mentioned, the comma. When we use first the adverbial clause, sorry, the main clause, we never use commas, okay? He will tell us the story when he comes. No commas, okay? But if we do it, or if we say the sentence in the other way around, the adverbial clause, when, before, or after, at the beginning, we use a comma. When he comes, he will tell us the story. Before he goes, he will tell us the story. After he takes a shower, he will tell us the story. As you see, we use the adverbial clause when, before, or after, and then the main clause after the comma. Okay? So this is something, everybody, that we have to remember that it's really, really important at the moment of creating sentences. This is, I could say, everybody, that this is really, really important at the moment of writing. Okay, so this is mostly, everybody, at the moment of writing. Why? Because, everybody, of course, when we talk, we don't mention the punctuation, right? I don't have, if I am speaking, I don't have to say, when I come, when I stop working, comma, I will travel around the world. So no, guys, when I speak, I don't mention the commas. I don't mention the semicolon. I don't mention the period. Okay, but when I am writing, I have to. I have to respect the punctuation. If I have to use comma, I use comma. If I have to use a semicolon, I use the semicolon. If I have to use a period, I use it. If I have to use any punctuation sign, so I have to use it, okay? That's why it's important to check these topics, to pay attention to these topics, because speaking is important. Listening and understanding English is important. Also, reading English is important. And reading, guys, a little advertisement, guys, between the class. Reading can help you a lot to understand the meaning of words, of course, to get more vocabulary, of course, and also to know how to use punctuation better. Okay, punctuation is not well. It's not. It is important. I mean, but not all people focus a lot on punctuation. But if you read everybody, you will master the punctuation, or you will improve a little bit more in punctuation. Okay. In this opportunity, we study this topic because of that. Okay, to have better punctuation, to have a better writing style in English, and of course, everybody, for you to practice and improve more. Okay, so guys, now that we study this topic, do you have any question?
Yeah, teacher, I have a observation, and I think when when I read a book or another text or paragraph, I think this very is very difficult for me identify the sense in the sentence, because the commas are very confused in someone cases, because I read one part of history and I get a comma, and so I don't know why have a confused, because I read in English and I think I lost the sense. I don't know why.
Oh, well, Omer, that was a good observation, a good comment. I could say that it is because in some cases we are not used to use punctuation. So that's why even in Spanish, we like reading, or we like to read paragraphs and all of those kind of things without pauses. So in English, that's one point, one important point of commas, to pause, okay? Not because the context is different. Well, in some cases it can happen, but not in all cases. But try to focus on the context of the situation, okay? Try to focus on the context of one situation, and you will see that you will understand a little bit more what the paragraph or the reading talks about. Okay?
Yeah, I mentioned this because I did it. Let me see. The exercise 1.2.2 and the writing in the platform and I was very difficult for me because the exercise had the the commas and I'm lost in the context, but I tried I tried it you mentioned. I can I will understand the context in the history.
Okay. So thank you uh, for mentioning this situation, Omar. I will check the exercise, and if we have time, we will check it also in the class for you. Well, if you already did it, so good. Okay, well done, guys. But if you haven't
Okay.
done it, I will try to help you to understand that part. Okay. But now, everybody, we have to move to our next activity, and it's our speaking practice, our speaking activity for today. Everybody, what are your favorite holidays? Describe your favorite holiday and common things that happen during that time, using, of course, the relative clauses and the adverbial clauses. Think about your answer and share with your classmates. This is my example, guys. I did it very short because of the space on the page, actually because the letter is too big, okay? So that's why I couldn't write more information. But I want to show you the way we have to use the relative clauses and the non-defining clauses, okay? As you can see, this is my example. My favorite holiday is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is when friends share and give presents to the ones they love. Also, the boys who have a girlfriend or wife give them flowers and chocolates. It is celebrated on February 14th. Okay, this is my example. As you can see, I only mentioned two common things that happened in Valentine's Day. Number one, friends share and give present to the people they love. Number two, the boys give his girlfriend or wife um flowers and chocolates. So that's the second detail that I mentioned about boys. Also, girls give some details, some presents, but that's something that you will practice. Okay, so everybody, try to mention three or four common things that happen in that holiday. Also, please mention the specific date of that holiday. For example, I mentioned that it is celebrated on February 14th. And and that's it, guys. Please tell me your favorite holiday, three or four common things that happen during that time, and the specific date. Okay? You have right now around 5 minutes to think about it, to write some ideas and to practice. Okay? Then everybody, we are going to share here in our class. Okay? Okay. Everybody, you have 5 minutes from now on. If you have any question, guys, or do you need some help in this activity, let me know and I will try to help you, okay? Okay, everybody, the last minute to practice, okay? So we are going to participate in a moment. 1 minute.
I have a question, teacher.
What's your question, Omar?
Yeah, I can use before, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, time's up, everybody. So it's the moment for us to participate. Remember that, first of all, you have to tell me what's your favorite holiday. Second, you have to tell me, well, the specific date. And third, you have to tell me some common things that happened in that celebration. Okay, so right now let's see. Rebecca, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, very good. What about you, Marilyn? Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, and Omar, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. In this opportunity, because Omar and I are gentlemen, we will listen to ladies first. Okay, so Rebecca, you will be the first one, then Marilyn and Omar, you will be the last one. Okay, nice. Rebecca,
Okay, teacher.
tell
Okay.
me, what is your favorite holiday?
Okay, teacher. My favorite holiday is New Year. New Year is when all the families meeting to start a new year together. I like because when it's almost 12 a.m., all the families make a huge noise with their firework, fireworks, fireworks, and at least in my case, we get a beautiful moment together. That's it.
Okay, pretty good. Well, you mentioned really, well, really important details about New Year's Eve. Well, something that it's very common is that at 12 a.m., most of the people start making a lot of noise with fireworks. And also another characteristic, no, another tradition that people have is when it's 12 a.m., they start hugging people, okay? So their family and some people that it's close to them. Okay, so very good, Rebecca. I really appreciate your participation. Great information about it, and I'm really excited that you enjoyed that time with your family. Okay, great example, Rebecca. Claps for
Thank
you.
you, teacher.
You're welcome. Let's continue now. Listen to Marilyn. Everybody, pay attention to her. Hello, Marilyn. What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is Christmas Day because it's when all family get together. They could share some gifts, and but I think that the most important thing is the dinner time. And for my example, after midnight, my family and I live get dance and they visit to the other friends. So we waiting to the uh, madrugada, no sé cómo se dice.
Midnight, maybe.
After midnight.
Eh,
Continue, Marilyn. Continue.
after midnight, and after that, we get to the bed.
Okay,
That's
nice. Well, that was a nice participation, Marilyn. I'm so happy to listen that well, you enjoy Christmas. So both celebrations are really close, Christmas and New Year's Eve. So that's pretty good. I have one question about your participation, Marilyn. Well, you mentioned that after midnight you dance with your family and you visit friends. And what about dinner? Do you have dinner before midnight or after midnight?
before midnight, teacher.
Okay, well, so that's pretty nice. Yes, I know people that have dinner after midnight or when it's midnight. Okay, but it's better. I consider that it's better, okay, to have dinner to eat earlier, because our body is not used to eat too late. So that's That's a good practice, okay? Very good, Marilyn. Also, I congratulate you because of the activities, the common things that happen on Christmas. And, well, you have a good fluency about this. Well, one question that you ask for is, how do you say madrugada in English? Well, Omar have a good point that we can say after midnight, or not at midnight, but we can say at after midnight. I'm sorry, after midnight, because there are some other words. For example, you can say a early morning, and it's not that clear. Okay, I could say early morning. Give me a second. Early morning. Or another option is dawn. But dawn means when it is almost the sunrise. Okay. So for example, at 4:30 or 5 a.m., that's dawn. Okay. So it's uh, almost or before at the before the sunrise. Okay, Marilyn?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that was a great participation also. Just, well, that the only thing was the vocabulary about madrugada, but you did it great. Okay, so glad for you. Thank you, Marilyn. Nice job. Okay, it's time for Omar. So let's listen to boys. The only boy that is on the class apart from me. Okay, Omar, tell me, what's your favorite holiday?
Okay, teacher, my favorite holidays. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Can
hear
you
you
hear me?
very well. Yes.
Okay. My favorite holidays is in Christmas Eve and New Year because my whole family come I'm at home and dinner together. And also the whole family change gift before the dinner. And also before the dinner, so we dance and we spend the time together. And after the dinner, I like go out with my childhood friends. Okay,
Okay. Nice
it
job,
is.
Omar. Okay, nice job, Omar. It was a great explanation. Well, Rebecca likes New Year's Eve, Marilyn likes Christmas, and you like both, so that's a good practice. Well, I listened very well to the expressions before, when, after. Okay, so that was really nice. Continue practicing, Omar, because that was a good use of grammar, and also the sentences or the ideas were very clear. So that's for you, Omar. That was really nice.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Continue working like that. So thank you. Well, guys, I'm so happy that we finished. Well, today we finished Unit 1 and we understood the topics that we have studied. Okay, so please try to continue working on these topics and uh, use it in your everyday English. Okay, remember, practice English every day and try to add this vocabulary to your this new vocabulary, I mean, to your English in the following classes or in your next English conversations. Okay, today, just before we go, everybody, let's pay attention to this part. Okay, it's our homework. Remember that, guys, we need to continue working on the platform. Please complete the activities that we have over there. And for today, we only have 2 activities to finish this unit, okay? Activity 1.3.2 and activity 1.3.3, okay? And that's it, okay? Then everybody, we will continue with unit 2 on Monday. So thank you for being here in the class, everybody. I hope you have a good weekend and also a good night. Okay? Nice to see you today. Bye-bye. See you on Monday.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Bye.